for people to join. We're going live. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hutch is almost ready. We're going live. When storms arise, we go live with eyes on the sky. We stand by your side through the wind and the rain, through the thunder's call. Hutch is weather, we're here for it all. Standing strong with you no matter the storm. Anywhere, anytime at HutchesWeather.com. We're live! Now here's Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson.
All right, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. I hope your Friday is off to a good start for me. I caught up on a little bit of sleep, but still we had another winter weather blast make its way through. We're going to talk about that. We'll have a look at those road conditions, and we'll look ahead at the chill. The cold is taking hold. Is this what it looks like up north? I mean, we got some wind and snow here in the south, but this snowman seems to be very happy with Hutch's weather. What say you? Your forecast details are coming up in just a second. But first, a note from my sponsors at Robert Gibb & Sons. You know what? They have a special deal for you. If you've been thinking about replacing your heating and air conditioning system, replace it with a quality Bryant system by a qualified team of professionals, and they will throw in a water heater for free. Give them a call today. Let them know Hutch sent you, would you? Now, let's talk weather. A couple of things to get started with here are a couple of things. I want to know from you a couple of details here. Do you like to travel? You do? Well, check this out. Head to the app or the website, click on the Norway link out there, and find out about touring Norway with yours truly. A guided tour. You don't want me guiding it, but we're all going to go out and enjoy. So if you like to travel, drop it in the comments. Have you been to Norway? What is something you recommend Hutch tries? Other than lutefisk. Now, I've tried that plenty of times. All right, now let's talk a little bit about this radar. We do have some serious weather that's continuing to move into the Arrowhead. So Simon in Duluth, it looks like some snow showers making its way towards you. Look at this, Ely all the way out towards Virginia and heading into the, well, Thunder Bay area right now. Winnipeg, still some tricky travel conditions there. Look what's behind this. Here we got some weather details. It's a cold front making its way through, and it's kicking off some rain showers along the I-94 corridor from Billings, Montana, Big Sky Country, through Miles City, just near Glendive, Webo, and right into Baker. Look at Dickinson, a few showers showing up there too. So that's what's going on right now as we take you in just a little bit closer. Lake of the Woods and the Northwest Angle seeing some snow showers. International Falls seeing most of that right along that Rainy River Valley through Badette. Not a lot showing up here in central parts of Minnesota, or north central parts, I should say, Red Lake and beyond. A couple of flurries starting to show up here. It's been another gusty day across the region. Now let's get to a quick peek at road conditions here, and we'll get to what you need to know. Number one, the snow is moving through Minnesota, so we start there first. Here's a look at the areas showing in pink, and the pink tells us that essentially those roads are completely covered. What about visibility? Now the radar's not showing much in snow, but as we go up to Highway 11, this is what the road surface looks like as we head into the dark hours here. Again, some breaks in the cloud cover. Now we get out by Badette here, we still have flakes flying. You're looking at Highway 72 here in the Badette area, and it's indeed a reduction of visibility there with some snow blowing across the road surface. This is what's heading through the areas near Hibbing and Virginia. Let's take you into Hibbing and show you what's going on there. Oh yeah, sure, you betcha. I see some snow and some blow as it's working its way through the northern part of Minnesota. Now on to North Dakota, and it's been rough and tumble in the northeastern quadrant. We still have a travel alert along Highway 5 up there along the northern tier. So if you're in Rock Lake, Towner County, if you're out here near the Rolla area and all the way up into Pembina and Cavalier, Langdon, and Valhalla, hey, look at this, Grafton Park River, you're in this travel alert too. Things are still a little dicey on your area roads. Here's what it looks like as we use Pro Mode here on HutchesWeather.com to show you Well, we got some serious road conditions out there that are a little on the slippery side. Cavalier, that lens looks a little icy and dicey, and so does the road surface out there. So slow it down, give yourself extra stopping distance, and take the cruise control off in northwest parts of our valley region and northeast North Dakota. Hey, Manitoba, it's been another rough day for you. You got the brunt of the snow shower activity, and when we take a quick look at your road conditions, we're seeing that we do have some roads that are now open that were closed earlier up in central parts of the province here. As we look towards Dauphin, they were closed earlier, but all the yellow means some sticky road conditions for you as well. That's a quick look. South Dakota, no worries today, and things are looking pretty good there. All this means is we have seasonal road conditions. Now that we're done with that, let's talk about today. Man, did we start out on the cold side out there? We're going to look at the end on site here and look at our lows. This morning, here's where we started from. Temperatures were warming already out in southwest North Dakota, Beach, Amadon, all the way out towards Medora. Hey, Sydney, Montana, 17 is where you started. And we mentioned, I thought we'd see some temperatures in the 20s below and Kiss 30 below. Yeah, you betcha we did. Roseau County with all that snow you got. How about in the Grand Forks area? 19 below in central Grand Forks County out by Amarillo. Why don't we come to our senses and warm things up a little bit? Hutch has his hat on inside. Okay, looking at this, the Lakes Country saw temperatures in the teens below zero. Fargo bottoming out at around 10 below, and we did see some teens below up there by the Hope Page area and the Highway 200 corridor. A little on the chilly side too. Jamestown 7 below, and look at the high temperatures for today from the Endon network as well. That's the freezing line right there. Off to the left of it, that there is the warmer stuff. Look at that. Unbelievable. 50s, 40s after wind was a little bit warmer than that or higher than that across the last couple of days. Central parts of the Dakotas, Highway 83, seeing those temperatures down around those 30s for highs today. Here in the valley, we're going in the right direction. You know, when you consider things 23 below to this, that's a 33 to 43 degree warm up there in Roseau, and that's not a bad warm up. But 10 still doesn't feel that good with all the ripping winds and snow that we have across the area. Here's a look at our peak gusts today. It was another windy one, southwest part of the state, gusts to 30 to 40 miles per hour, where you see the brighter orange shades here, 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts today. Woo, another windy one thanks to that clipper that clipped through the region again today. Now, the warm front part of it is moving through, but the cold front is on its way, and I got to share with you. Here's a look at our current wind conditions. Still in the valley, 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts, still 40 plus mile per hour gusts as you look up north and west of the Minot area. Patty, good to have you on board. Hey to you. Kim, oh, hey to you. Edinburgh here. Thank you very much, Melissa. I hope I pronounce Edinburgh right. I say it Edinburgh. Is it Edinburgh? Hey, correct me and tell me what you think, because you know, some of these communities have pronunciations, and Hutch is still learning every day. Why stop learning? Okay, so it's windy out there. Check out these wind chill values across the region. So as we take a look at this, the coldest wind chills in the valley here are between 10 and 15 below. So bundle up in Minnesota. It's going to get even colder here. And look at the northwest part of the state. 16 below up there near Noonan and Crosby and Freud, Montana. Might be the big winter, Plentywood at 18 below. Woo! That's cold. That's not warm. And that's unbalmy, as Hutch likes to say. Now, that's what's going on with our area. I have not heard a lot on the snowfall maps here, but let's see. We have a lot of power outages today from the storm we had. Mona Lisa, share with me exactly where you're watching from again. And you love the hat, Melissa. Thank you very much. I like it too. And you said I'm right. Edinburgh, that's how I'd say it, and I hope that's right. So give me another double thumbs up, and I'll go along living life happy. Tommy, good to have you on board. Oh, thank you for the weather outlook. And we haven't even got the good part yet, the weather outlook. So let's talk a little bit about that. We've talked about our temperatures, our wind chills now. How about we start with where all the people make you to wait till the end for, and that's the 7-day planner. So here's what we're looking at. The next couple of days are going to be chilly. The weekend cold. We have a cold front making its way through. Now we'll highlight that on the radar here in just a second and go by your hour-by-hour forecast. There's going to be snow and some slippery precipitation in the region as temperatures nosedive down. Fargo, we start out at 7, falling temperatures. I'll show you your hometown forecast in a minute. 4 above for a high temperature in the afternoon. So in the afternoon, we're not going to be very warm. And in fact, temperatures keep falling down to around 10 below in Fargo. It will be even colder in our northern counties where you got the fresh, flaky stuff. Edinburgh, in Berg. Thanks, Melissa. All right, I got it. And Maine, that's right. Maine is where you're at. Power outages from the storm in Maine. You know what? They've been shutting this windstorm shutting down power from Colorado to Maine, the way it sounds. So that's not good. I got me one of the blue caps. Thanks, Brenda, for ordering on hutchesweather.com and the brand new app. You can get some swag yourself. So thanks for reminding me. And hey, you know what? I like to use terms that I call Hutchisms. How about some shovel trouble for you? Yep, get your coffee mugs. Shovel trouble right there. I got mine. Now, we have some good news to report. Hey, stand by, strap in. It's good news for a change. After days and weeks and what seems like months of terrible news, look at this. We have a little warm up on Monday thanks to a wind, so it won't feel all that warm. Then another hiccup in the forecast with steady to falling temperatures and maybe a flake. After that, Christmas Eve when everything's tidy. Hey, why don't you go to the app while we're talking right now and click on your forecast for Fargo. If you go to Fargo, I've made a couple little notes in the text forecast there. So go to the forecast, the daily forecast, and look through the text. You're going to see some fun stuff on there, because I like to have fun. Warming it up on Christmas Day, a gift from Mother Nature to say the least, and it looks delightful out there. 36 for Fargo, some warmer, some up north a little on the cooler side, but all in all, it looks fairly quiet, although we'll have a chance of some nighttime snow showers, mainly up north on Christmas Day, and then on Friday as we're trying to travel back. I don't see any serious travel impacts, so that's what we're looking at right there. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the morning forecast for your hometown here as we get into it. Look at that north wind ripping through. There's the cold high pressure center. Temperatures in the teens below there. But with the winds that will be stronger as we get into the valley of Minnesota, we're going to have terrible wind chills to around 35 to 40 below for some of us. Temperatures first thing in the morning, single digits above zero in the valley, below zero up north. Look at that 23 below up there. That looks like you folks in Rock Lake and Rolla. It doesn't look very fun at all up in Belcourt Day. And as we go off towards Baudette, 14 below with winds, yucky. Okay, that's yucky. 5 below for Babe the Blue Ox over there in Bemidji. And if you haven't seen them, you should get a chance to see them as we go through the weekend, but bundle up. It's going to be cold. You might want to take Paul Bunyan's advice and wear some flannel there. 7 above Brainerd, but you can see, help me find the cold front. Do you see it? North winds. Here it is. The cold front moving through, and along the cold front, we're going to have clouds and showers of snow. So some slippery weather for our South Dakota neighbors. Melissa, thanks for the comment. Love the app, and I'm glad to hear it. It's wonderful to have it. It's been a labor of love building it. Saturday afternoon, that cold front that moves south starts returning as a warm front out in our southern and western counties by the afternoon. So you're warming it up big time there in Pierre, and the really cold of the cold air stays out of your kitchen. That's because the cold air center and the low pressure center moves off to the east, dragging the cold air off to the Great Lakes region. So it's a cold day all day, falling temperatures 3 below your afternoon temperature in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and you're not far behind there if you're looking in Michigan City. 2 degrees there for a temperature in the Devil's Lake Basin. Gusty wind chills to 34 below. Even in the light of day, we will have some sunshine out there with most of the clouds dragging through the south along that boundary that we call a stationary front, and that's the way it looks. Hour by hour forecast, and then we'll call it a good update here, and we'll go to some of your photos that you've uploaded on hutchesweather.com. Thanks to all of you who have participated there, and a special thanks to all of you who have hit Hutch up on my support Hutch page online and on the app as well. I appreciate each and every one of you, and right here online as well, for supporting me. Rob says, hey Hutch, what is up with the wind advisory in the north central counties? Let's get to it. So we do have some advisories to talk about, and we're going to do that right quick. But first, hour by hour forecast, and I will answer that question. Thanks for your questions, by the way. It's what I really love about Hutch's weather, and well, sharing some time with you. We're going to go back here to this model and allow it to roll through. We're going to see the snow showers exiting now as we head towards 6 o'clock, right through the arrowhead of Minnesota. It's pretty close to what's actually happening. Now, strong south winds on this side, the warm front side, but here we go. There's the cold front, the kinks in the isobar. And if you see, there's more kinks in the isobars that lead up this way. So it's a double-barreled cold air attack, okay? Here's the first wave of cold air. You even see these blue lines. So these red lines represent a warm pool of air. Here's one area of the warm front, and behind that, boom, a cold front is coming. And you'll see that clearly on the temperature display we show you. So as we head through the overnight, temperatures falling, wind becomes northwesterly, a shot of snow possible in Fargo from Breckenridge all the way through Fergus Falls. Look out if you're out in Grant County, Morris, Benson, and straight down the I-94 corridor. Nothing huge in the snow bucket there for you, but the wind and the snow will be pushing through with that, and it could be a sharp zero visibility event briefly as that front moves through. This is overnight, and it's moving through the Fargo area here, just so you have timing on it, as we cross into the 10 to midnight time frame. After that, we go through about 2 to 4 in the morning. If you happen to be out walking the chicken out there in the Twin Cities, down in towards the, let's just say areas south of Minneapolis, Mason City, Iowa, all those areas seeing a mix of precipitation and some flakes, making your chicken a little on the cold side, so you want to bundle up your chicken. And now as you take a look, gusty winds from the northwest take over, and we're going to see some cooler weather plowing in as we go through our day. So that is a look at the forecast. Winds quiet down as we head into your Saturday night, leaving us with bone-chilling temperatures for Sunday morning, as you saw on the 7-day planner. Now, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with regards to those watches, warnings, and advisories. And for that, I'm going to take you to a tool that all of you have access to. It's called hutchesweather.com. So if you go to my app, I'm going to show you, you have an access to any alerts in your area at the top of the screen, and you can click on it. But better than that, you can see them in the area where you're traveling by scrolling down just a little bit. You're going to see a map in the middle of the page right here. And this has our latest as far as the advisories go. So you're asking about North Central, the brown you see there. What is that? Let's zoom on in right live now on hutchesweather.com, and we'll take a look. What does this mean? You just click on your area of concern. So let's go to Belcourt. Let's go to Bottineau. Okay, so here in this area, as we take a look, it feels like 16 outside, and it says a wind advisory is in effect. We can click on it, and then it says the what? Well, expect northwest winds upwards of 50 miles per hour expected. It's in effect until midnight tonight, and then a gradual decrease in those winds. Are you kidding me? That don't sound like fun. So Bottineau, Belcourt, you guys are going to see some very gusty winds, as is the Highway 83 corridor. If you happen to be out at the Minot Air Base or Max, ripping winds, gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour. We showed you the peak gusts as well. So that's what's going on. This is through midnight. What about the purple here? We have some winter weather advisory conditions up in the northern part of the valley. And this is in effect only until we get to about 8 p.m. this evening, and then it cancels off. But you saw when we went over the road conditions report here on Hutch's Weather, the details with regards to that. We do still have some travel alerts in parts of North Dakota and pink roads, which means completely covered roads in the northwestern quadrant of Minnesota. Red Lake Falls, Thief River Falls, Marshall County, including Grigla out towards Argyle, and we have Hallock all the way into the Pembina area and Cavalier, seeing some tricky travel going on there. Look at the wind, look at the fire danger across the central part of the United States there, and including Colorado, Nebraska, and parts of Wyoming. So you can look anywhere right here on hutchesweather.com. Speaking of that road report, just click here to get a look and see for your own eyes what the road conditions are doing. And thanks to my sponsors at OK Tire, thanks to my sponsors, Slim's Tree Care, Luther Family Ford, JLA Crop Insurance. I couldn't do it without any of you. Click on these icons, find out more about these businesses. And not only that, at the lower part of the page here, we've got not last and not least, it's Dunn Blazers Painting, helping Hutch bring the message to you. So thanks to all my fine sponsors. They support hutchesweather.com, and you all support Hutch's Weather app. Rob says, hey, Hutch, what is up with the wind advisory? I hope we got you taken care of. It's ending at midnight. If we looked at those isobars, we saw what was going on there. And let's get back to a couple more questions before we dive out. So it looks like we do have some interesting stuff. Shelly, thank you for sharing some stars. It's a pleasure. And I like 56s, as you know. Now, let's take a look at this carefully together. One thing you're going to notice is we do have ourselves the warm front moving through here that's causing us to warm up in temperature. But look at this little area right here, and I'm going to just draw a little blue line on here. This is the cold front making its way through the region. So the cold front means the north wind is coming in, and behind it the temperatures will begin their drop. So we're going to keep going up for just a little bit, and then the temperatures will start going down. The wind behind the front is from the northwest, and the wind ahead of the front is going to be more southwesterly, and this is what's warming us up here. And it's also what's causing this band of snow up here as we look into International Falls towards Thunder Bay. So big time changes are in the offing. And when we look at your temperature plot right here, the colors would indicate that we do have that cool pool of air starting to turn its way in from the north. Now it's still 36 in Minot, 45 in Dickinson. That seems unfair. Unfair, Stark County, Richardson, Taylor, New Salem, Sioux. I got to tell you what, you guys are enjoying the warmth out there, and that downsloping warmth never made its way into the valley today, but we still have a chance for a few climbing temperatures here across our region before the cold front starts making its way in. Now, when the cold front moves through, the first thing you're going to see is a wind shift. The next thing you'll start to see is drop in temperatures, drier air, drop in dew points, and those kind of things. And that's what's going on. So thank you very much. If you have any other questions, drop them now. But for now, I will have an update later tonight, and we'll keep you apprised through the weekend. But what you need to know is going to show up behind me here on the 7-day planner. And what that means is we're going to see a cold weekend ahead. That's the bottom line. Prepare for dangerous wind chills and cold through the weekend. 35 to 45 below for wind chills across the region as we go into Saturday. Saturday, falling temperatures. Saturday night, dangerous wind chills. Steady to falling temperatures as we kind of are going through our roller coaster here, and then heading into the Christmas holiday. It looks like a beautiful present from Mother Nature, a little break in the pattern for travelers here in our region and beyond. Hey, stay tuned. My night update will have details on where the travel won't be as nice for the nation, and we'll take a look at that with you tonight. But until then, I want you to have a special evening, enjoy a quieter weather period from now through the weekend, but cold. So order your hats on Hutch's Weather today.
This has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Wait, you forgot the new app. You're right, I did. Don't forget to download our new app. Oh, now let's rock. Thanks for watching Hutch's